Here is my 5-step process to stop worrying and overthinking. And this is from the research, okay? So this is the real thing. Here you go. Step 1 is that you have to acknowledge your feelings. So name the feeling and make sure it's the real feeling. So if it's anger, resentment, overwhelm, and extreme anxiety, name those, but then get to what's under it. Fear of abandonment, sadness, overwhelm, shame, fear of rejection. Get to the real feeling that's underneath those sort of top feelings. 2 is to name the thought. You feel the way you think. So naming your thoughts is the answer to really understanding better how to get out of this loop. Okay, so name the thought. 3 is, and you don't always have to do 3, is if you're really triggered, some of you are triggered by previous trauma or dysfunction or something else, you need to do something physical to break what's happening biologically in the brain. And this is a step that a lot of people don't tell you to do, and it's really important. So you can simply take the deepest breath you can in for kind of a really deep inhale, and more important, hold it for maybe a couple seconds, and more importantly, exhale as slowly as you can. Try to count to even like 15 as you exhale. This initiates your vagus nerve and your parasympathetic nervous system and all kinds of good things to help you think more rationally so you're not so triggered, okay? But you might be able to skip that step if you're not too triggered with how you're feeling. 4 is to, now you have to reframe the thought. Reframe whatever you're starting to think about because you've already identified it. And my favorite thing here is to say, it's not, what we do is we start thinking, well, is this true? And that, instead, ask yourself, is this helpful? It could be true all day that something is terrible and coming down the pike, although it's probably not, but it's probably your anxiety. Your anxiety lies to you. So it's probably your anxiety lying. But let's even say true. Is it helpful? Is it helping you think better? Is it helping you come up with solutions? Is it helping you get yourself out of this to be this terrified and overwhelmed? No. So asking, is it helpful, is sometimes really helpful. And then what I ask is, well, what else could be true in this situation? It could be true that everyone wasn't laughing at me in my meeting earlier when I said what I said. It could be true that I'm overthinking this and I think everyone looks at me all the time and they don't. It could be true that no one cares what I did, which is probably true. And it's just focused on their own lives, right? There's a lot there. Okay. And then number 5 is you have to take some sort of action. I don't care how small, how tiny it is, but when we do that little tiny thing, that could be, and I'm going to splash cold water on my face. I'm going to call my good friend who always makes me feel a little better. I'm going to eat an Oreo cookie if that's what helps. I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to whatever. Or I'm going to remember to think about this in that reframe. One of my favorite cognitive reframes is that life is happening for me, not to me. So what am I here to learn from this situation? How is this possibly helping me grow? So, but again, getting back, doing the 5 steps is really the way out of worrying and overthinking about something. I'm telling you it works. Again, it's all from the research, and I'd love to hear how you do with this.